Awesome.
Yep. I do remember the ride to the show, though.
Why? What happened there?
Well, at the time, mind you, this was 1989.
Right.
I had I've talked about her before. The girlfriend that I had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
She was a little hottie.
Okay.
And I didn't have any problem.
No.
Huh?
Do I know this one or no?
No, you don't know her.
Okay.
This is long before I ever met you.
Okay, cool.
But I didn't have any problem ever giving her a credit card to go get herself, dolled up for me.
Nice.
So she went to the mall to go buy a special outfit for me for the show.
Okay.
And she bought this very tight mini dress and these boots, these high heel boots.
Sponge laced panties?
No panties.
Ooh, I like.
That's where I'm going with this.
Okay.
So here's the thing. She was older than me.
Okay.
Okay. So she was 6 years older.
All right. So she's in a retirement home now.
No, well, no, but, but we did take one of her kids with us to the show.
Okay. And he was your age?
No. I was 26 and she was 32.
Okay.
And her kid, her son was 12 at the time.
All right.
And she was just one of these girls that were just, regardless of the fact that she, pumped out a couple units.
Yeah.
She still, had that figure going on.
All right.
So she bought herself this white dress with black polka dots.
Okay. Hot.
Very hot. And high heel boots. They called them granny boots at the time, but they were like high heel boots.
Now they'd really call them granny boots.
Yeah, well, regardless of that. And she just had herself all dolled up because, at the time it was, it was that height of the 80s thing,
Sure.
And so anyway, we were on the way to the show.
Right.
And she, in no uncertain terms, let me know that she was not wearing any panties.
All right. So was it like a straddle thing where you were looking, or she just sort of...
mind you, her kid was in the back seat.
Okay, but was it a straddle thing, or was it kind of she put your hand in her fucking lap?
She put my hand in her lap.
All right, nice.
So while her kid is in the back seat, and we're driving to the show,
yeah,
I basically gave her a handy.
Nice, you're finger banging. I like.
And she basically experienced a orgasm with her kid in the back seat while I'm driving the car.
All right, now let's explore this a little bit. Now, the kid's in the back.
Yep.
How old was the kid?
12
years old.
Yes.
So is mom moaning at all?
Well, she's got to keep it under control because of that situation. So I've got the music turned up loud because we're listening to the Whitesnake CD in the player.
What song was playing? Slide It In or Slow and Easy?
Kitten's Got Claws. I can tell you that as a fact.
All right.
Kitten's Got Claws.
All right.
Yep.
So when you after she came,
yes,
and you grabbed the steering wheel back, did you leave what looked like a spider web on the wheel?
Well, no, I had my left hand was steering the car and my right hand was doing the work.
Okay, but when you finished, what do you do with that wet, greasy hand? You wipe it on the seat? Because you don't want to wipe it on that dress that was hot.
No.
You'll see an old fucking, smudge print.
Right.
What do you wipe it on?
Sure.
No, answer.
To be honest with you, to sit back and think about that right this minute, I don't know the answer.
I'll think.
I can't remember.
Come on, did you flick it and maybe get a
little?
No,
I probably wiped it off on my jeans. I probably did.
And everybody, as you were walking in through the turnstile, they're like, Jesus, that guy smells like pussy.
She was very clean.
Was she really, really wet?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, she was definitely like grabbing both sides of the seat.
Okay, now think hard and try to remember what was the very next thing that she said to her kid after
She didn't say anything as
the
far
rest
as
of the night.
Well, no, I mean, obviously we went to the show, but nobody knew. I mean, he was very oblivious as to what was going on.
What was the kid's name? Do you remember?
I don't want to say.
Just his first name. You're not saying her name.
Josh.
All right, so does she look back and go, "So you ready, Josh? I am."
So, mind you, that was like a very risque thing to do.
I guess. Was she wearing a seatbelt?
Oh, yeah.
So she was locked into place.
Pretty much.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I love this.
I know. So, are you ready to write that book yet?
Demon in the chat room. Did you see that, Josh?
No, he was just kind of jamming, to the tunes in the back, just sit back, just excited about going to his first concert. And, I'm up there diddling his mom.
Mom, what does that mean? Kittens got claws. Nothing, Josh. Nothing.
Right. Right.
Joe Freelance. And that, Josh, is an orgasm.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Didn't see this going there now, did you?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, I chose to tell that story.
I love that.
But, that's the truth.
Nice.
We went to Irvine Meadows Amphitheater, in Irvine, California.
Okay.
Which is where this was at.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Never finger banged a chick on the way there, but
right.
I've been there.
Right.
Certainly never finger banged a chick in front of her kid.
Well, again, that's what made it so just kind of wrong in a way.
Yes, Jesus Christ. Demon in the chat room. Mom, I smell filet of fish.
Right.
Can we stop at McDonald's?
Sure.
God damn.
Yep. It's just funny how those memories just seem like they happened yesterday.
Oh, that is so good.
Yep.
Now, if you're finger banging her, you'd be fucking pulling out dust.
Our good friend Twister Girl.
Yeah.
Finger licking good.
Wow. Do you remember if you licked your fingers?
I don't remember. I gotta be honest. I really don't remember.
Oh, man. That to me would be part of the story. You for the book, you got to remember what you did.
Yeah. I might have to go under for that and, have some psychiatrist pulled that out of me.
Yeah. Cause I think because if you wiped it on the seat, then the whole car would stink of pussy. But if you wiped it on your leg, then you would stink of pussy.
Look at Joe Freelance. Sort of wrong, Neeley. What would be really wrong?
Jesus.
Well, I gotta be honest. His mom was she was pretty hot to trot.
I guess. It's interesting that your fingers and his head both pass through the same place.
Yeah, I know.
Not that far apart.
I know. He was 12. I was 26.
Right. There you go.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, she was a smoking little hottie, that's for sure.
Tommy Four Toes, you tasted it.
I could have.
See, that would be the move.
And I'm not saying I didn't. I just don't remember.
Tom would have rubbed it in her eye. God damn.
Yep.
Too funny.
Like those stories, don't you?
I do, man. There's a book there. There's no question about that.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, every girl you've ever fucking met is going to hate you when this book comes out.
Well, perhaps. But the thing is what do I got to lose at this age?
Oh, what are they going to do? Sue you?
Yeah, really.
Again, they got to prove it didn't happen.
Exactly.
I've been through the legal hassle of that already.
Sure.
You know, that's really what it comes down to, is proof that it's lying.
Right. Hey, I just like to spread the joy and the pleasure. That's all.
And by spread, you mean... All right, now I'm just trying to... So, what kind of car was this?
This was a Buick Regal Grand National.
So, did it have... It had 2 seats, not like one, like...
Yeah, it was a 2-door bucket seats.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was like a middle piece...
Yes.
Between the seats?
Yes.
And your arm was kind of draped across.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So, if the kid looked up, he saw your arm going downward to mom's puss.
Yeah, if he looked.
But he couldn't see where your hand was.
Yeah, I basically had an eye on him in the rearview mirror the entire time.
And you don't think he saw your elbow or something moving back?
It looked like I might have been holding her hand or something.
Except for that back and forth motion.
Well, I was just using my fingers, though. I wasn't, like, moving my arm.
Why don't you just, to be honest, you really didn't give a fuck.
Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Neeley's a hot knife through butter.
I'm a what?
I don't know.
What did you say? I'm a hot something or other?
Yeah,
exactly.
Let's but tell the truth. You really just didn't care.
You know, we were both very concerned about being discreet about it.
Bullshit.
No, it's true.
Bullshit.
It's true.
The minute your finger felt fucking meat flap, you were done worrying about the kid in the back seat. You were not finger banging her thinking, man, I hope he doesn't look.
I did.
Get the fuck
Dude, I'm watching the road. I'm watching him in the rearview mirror, and I'm taking care of business.
I don't believe you for a second.
All right.
I believe that going into it, you were. But I believe once she started fucking writhing around a little bit, and once you got up into that fucking moist, hot pocket of goodness, you were fucking done giving a shit if there was a kid even in the fucking car.
I can keep a very clear conscience about that kind of stuff.
And I guarantee you she didn't remember even birthing the kid.
Well, again, I don't know what was going through her mind. All I know is what I remember doing and when the situation happened and where and how and all that good stuff. And I remember what she was wearing and where we were going and exactly the situation as it was.
Man, oh man, I just can't even imagine. I have I told the story about me getting busted by the cops, getting blown in a parking lot?
I can't remember if you told me that or not.
This just sort of reminds me of this, and I'll tell it quickly. So when I was 16 years old, I guess, I was dating this girl, Melanie, from she lived in Hudson. And there's a real interesting story behind that if you want to hear something crazy. But I didn't get to see her a whole lot because she lived in a different town, and it was right when I got my fucking driver's license. You know, so I just didn't get to see her that much.
Sure.
And she was a total fucking give it up girl. I mean, she loved to fuck.
Okay. Now, was she older?
17. She was 17. I was 16.
All right.
I was 15. She was 17.
But you had a driver's license?
Yeah, I had an early driver's license because I had a job. So I got the permit 6 months early. You could get a permit if you had a job.
Okay.
So I got that 15-and-a-half-year-old permit.
All right.
And so I picked her up, and drove like down the street. There's a park over there in Hudson. So I drive over to the park, and I convince her that she needs to blow me.
You convince her that she needs to blow you?
Exactly. I was like, come on, you know.
You need to blow me. You know that.
Exactly. And I mean, she was one of the first ones I was ever with, man. She's like way early. And so she's blowing me and whatever. And it was winter. I remember that it was winter because my windows fucking steamed up. But it was cold because we didn't have the car on. We turned the car off, so it got cold real fast.
Okay.
Next thing I knew, and this is why I'm calling bullshit on you, because I got so oblivious until knocking on the window, and I had to wipe off the window, and it was a fucking cop.
Yeah, but the thing is that the cop did not exist prior to the activity you engaged in. The kid was
there to drive up on me.
Yeah, but the thing is that I knew the kid was there, so I had to be cognizant of that from the very beginning.
Okay.
You weren't sitting there thinking, "Oh man, a cop is going to drive up any second."
No, that is true.
But I knew the kid was there.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the difference.
Yeah. By the way, that was my first ever arrest.
Well, there you go. You got arrested for that?
I got taken. Well, they took me in, and they took us both to the police station and called parents. I don't know if you call that an arrest or not, but that's what they did. They took us in and called parents.
But you weren't charged with anything.
No, I never went to court.
Okay.
But I did get taken out of my car.
So you were detained.
Yeah, I was detained.
But you didn't get arrested per se.
I guess not. I never was charged with anything.
Okay. Fair enough.
But that was my first cop interaction, I guess.
Sure.
You know, first time I ever got detained. I'll say that because it really wasn't my first cop one.
Right.
I also got nailed when I was like 13 for riding mini bikes on the street.
Look at Motorhead. Neeley is sick and perverted. Two things I like in a person. I don't think there's anything sick or perverted about it. I just think it's just for a 26-year-old guy. That's a pretty natural thing.
Okay, you don't think the fact that you were finger banging a chick with her kid in the car is perverted?
No, I think that was risky. I don't think it was perverted.
It's absolutely perverted.
I don't think it was involving him.
If the kid leaned forward 4 inches, then it would have been perverted.
Yeah, but I would have stopped right away. I kept my eye on him in the rear view mirror the entire time.
So you're saying that 4 inches of distance is the difference between perversion and non-perversion? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying that I was cognizant of the whole situation. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't have said, "Hey, Josh, I got my fingers buried in your mom's puss. Take a look here."
It'll kind of look like that doctor when he was leading you out.
Yeah, right.
Things are spread sort of the same way.
So, you know as well as I do, chicks make you do wild and crazy things sometimes.
Certainly do.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Wow. Finger banging a chick with a fucking kid in the car.
I did.
That's something.
It is. But again, he was, completely unaware.
Nice. I wonder if his mom ever told him that story.
I don't think so. But he's a grown adult now with kids of his own, so.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't know where to go with this.
Yeah, well, there's no sense. I mean, whatever. It's just another story in my life.
Oh, I know. It's another segment on the Spreaker.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll let her know I talked about her again this week.
Great, so you can get more email about you suck.
No, I'm a saint.
Oh, with that one?
Oh, yeah.
You still talk to her?
Oh, yeah. Just text now and again.
When did you break up with her?
90. Well, I caught her in bed with a dude, so it was like 90. No. Wait a minute. It was 91.
91?
Yep.
How many times have you hit it since?
Never.
Honest, never?
No, that was the last time.
Never?
Never
had that 10 years later?
No, I lost track of her after that. It was like...
is that one the one that you just got back in contact?
Yeah.
Right, would you hit it now?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. Hail and Kill, caller, you're on the air.
You guys need to play Animals by Nickelback now. Hail and Kill.
Oh, stop it. It's Nickelback.
Look, Tim doesn't get any... That's the one place Tim needs to not call and make funny music requests. Because Tim is the king of bad music liking.
Right. Nickelback.
Anybody that can... Brandon is a good song does not get to fucking make fun of anybody's music.
Sure.
No one's.
Right. No, I literally have not seen her in over 20 years.
Well, why don't you visit the nursing home and check her out?
Please.
Dude. Those people like to have visitors.
Yeah. It's so funny.
It's great.
It is. All right, dude. Well, we need to get into Michael Schenker.
All right, let's do that.
Well, Michael Schenker has a new... wait a minute. Here we go. Hail and Kill, caller. You're on the air.
Hail and Kill, boys. It's Motorhead.
Hey, Motorhead. What's up?
Not much. Just, how was Tom?
What?
How was Tom? He was awesome, right?
Yeah, Tom was awesome. We talked about him at the top of the show.
We noticed, but he's just sitting here all sheepish and shy. He doesn't have enough whiskey in him. He bought whiskey tonight.
I thought you only drink vodka over there.
That's all I'm drinking, but Tom bought himself a bottle of whiskey, so I think he's lying about not calling in later on in the evening.
Tell him to knock down the rest of that bottle and, take his time. There's plenty of time left. There's 4 hours left. Tell him he's got 3 hours to drink it down, and then we'll be glad to talk to him.
Sounds awesome, but hey, he did say one thing. You got to play Vibrator by Motorhead or he's not coming on.
Oh, stop it. I think that's your request.
It is, but come on, boys. It's an awesome tune. It's punky, it's metal, it's Motorhead.
I'll do what I can do for you.
Okay, thanks, Matt.
All right, dude.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, hail and kill.
Hail and kill, fuck you, pal. Hand job!
All right, there he goes. He's got it right.
Oh, he's got a hand job going. Hand job!
Apparently.
Wow.
All right, well, Michael Schenker has a new release out from Michael Schenker's Temple of Rock.
Yes.
Bridge the Gap.
That's right.
So, that was what I was doing back in 1989. I was bridging the gap.
Yeah, you were. Jesus.
But apparently Michael Schenker is bridging the gap as well. So let's play a tune from Michael Schenker. This one is called Black Moon Rising, and we'll talk to Michael Schenker here. So it's Michael Schenker exclusively here
on your classic metal show.